Peace fam, what's poppin'? It's Manny X. I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about testosterone. If you don't know what testosterone is basically a hormone. We're going to be talking about what testosterone basically is, what it can do, and basically like why you need it, and just all of these type of things. If y'all like this type of content, y'all can show some support by liking the video, whatever, you know what I'm saying, and hitting the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments why you decided to subscribe, all of that type of stuff. But other than that, let's get straight into the video, y'all. What is testosterone? Testosterone is basically a hormone that produces muscles and other things in our body like fats and stuff like that. It really helps us to produce things that are essential for the production of our body on this physical plane in the third dimension, you know what I'm saying, as a human being. It's essential for us to have testosterone as a male and a female. However, females should have more of what we call estrogen. Estrogen is another hormone that kind of goes with testosterone. It's produced in the same place as testosterone, which we will get to in a little bit. But estrogen is a sexual hormone, and males also need that, but they need less of that. They need dominantly more testosterone. Females need more estrogen than testosterone, so it's a polarity in those. Now that we know that these are hormones that are essential for muscle and sexual production in the body, we're going to talk about where testosterone and estrogen actually comes from and where it is produced from. Testosterone and estrogen is actually produced from something called cholesterol in your body. Cholesterol is made inside of your liver and then released from there and into your blood flow, where it is meant to do a couple of things. Most people talk about cholesterol and they say that cholesterol, like they'll say, for example, I have high cholesterol, and they'll be referring to them having bad health. This is something that can be very confusing. If we are getting our testosterone and estrogen from our cholesterol, how are we actually to have a good health and a good cholesterol, have a high cholesterol and still produce high testosterone? It turns out that cholesterol is actually more complex than just having one cholesterol, because there's actually two types of cholesterol. The first type of cholesterol that we're going to talk about is called low density lipoproteins, or they call them LDL. Are usually composed of is what they call triglycerides, which are transporters of saturated fats that carry fats from different places in your body. So these basically help to produce things like muscles and whatever is needed, whatever needs fat in your body or anything of that sort. This is what is providing them with it. However, if the amount of low density lipoproteins gets too high, these have a tendency to stick onto the sides of your veins, of the pipes where your blood is flowing from. If you know anything about your blood is equivalent to like the oil of a machine, you know what I'm saying? It needs that to flow efficiently, effectively. So the slower that, or the more clogged, the more narrow that they become due to a high amount of low density lipoproteins, it will become more clogged, and it will make you more vulnerable to things like strokes and heart attacks, which is why we want more of the other type of cholesterol, which is high density lipoproteins. High density lipoproteins actually do the job of directing these excess lipoproteins and fats and other things that are not being used to the liver to be recycled and reused for other things in your body, you know what I'm saying? These high density lipoproteins are like a maintenance tool for your body. So you want to have more high density lipoproteins than you want to have than low density lipoproteins. Oh shoot, my fault, y'all, the camera fell for a second. But basically, yeah, you want to have more high density lipoproteins than you have low density lipoproteins. I wouldn't say that it would necessarily be unhealthy for you to have a high cholesterol if it was composed of more high density lipoproteins than low density lipoproteins. What they're usually talking about, if you go to the hospital and they say you have a high cholesterol, you have a high amount of low density lipoproteins within your system, and it's clogging up your system. You have a lot of inflamed cells or thick blood, you know what I'm saying? That's why they give people blood thinners and things like that at the hospitals and stuff, trying to get them to thin their blood. But it's literally just quieting a symptom. It's not. That's doing that because it's letting you know that there's cloggage going on, there's blockage being done in your veins, is stopping the blood flow. You know what I'm saying? All these things are symptoms. Now that we know that, we have a good concept over where the testosterone and estrogen come from. Now we're going to talk about one more thing before we get to some things that you can take to help your testosterone, because this is dominantly about testosterone. I'll make another video pertaining to estrogen more so. One thing that you want to know about testosterone and estrogen is there's kind of like a balance between them that you have to keep, because estrogen actually eats up testosterone. So you want to make sure that you are not eating too many things that are rich in estrogen if you are a male trying to dominantly produce testosterone. If you are anybody trying to dominantly produce testosterone, eating things like breads and things like that and soy are going to really eat up a lot of the testosterone that is being produced within your system. So your system may have to try to work harder for that, or it may not even. It's depending on what your system is. Everybody is unique in that form. I got some things that you can consume, a list of things that you can consume on my phone that I had came up with here. Let me go to my notes real quick. So the first thing, y'all, is sun. The Ra, you know what I'm saying? The son of God, you know what I mean? Like, I'm speaking allegorically, of course. But the sun gives you vitamin D. And if you know anything about vitamin D, you would know that it gives you the ability to intake and to process more nutrients from other things that you are eating or consuming. You basically intake more nutrients from whatever you are consuming, and on all forms when you are intaking more vitamin D into your system. And sun is a direct way to get a good, healthy amount of vitamin D every day. Just making sure you go outside and get some sun, you know what I'm saying? Like 30 minutes, an hour maybe, you know what I'm saying? But another thing we got on here is honey, you know what I'm saying? And the reason I put honey on here is because it balances your cholesterol, you know what I'm saying? And otherwise, it gives you a greater amount of high density lipoproteins, giving you catering to that maintenance aspect of your system, utilizing that tool and giving it more efficiency to get that blood flowing and fluctuating in the way that is more effective for you working your body. Another one we got is cashews, and I'm gonna put this with avocados as well, which was another one on the list. But things like cashews and even cashew oil and replacements of like vegetable oil, corn oil, and things like that can really help you, because like these are what they call mono non-saturated fats, and these are fats that are like saturated fats but contain a great amount of fiber. So they, in essence, they cater to your high density lipoproteins. So you will want to take these, maybe not too processed with them, but you want to like get some avocados in your system. You know what I'm saying? I love avocados. I make avocados. What I do, try this recipe. Put avocados in a bowl. You know what I'm saying? And then what you do is you take that bowl, you put some lime in there, squeeze like a half a lime in there, put some salt in there, put some pepper in there, mash it up until it's like a sauce. Let it sit in the fridge for like 30 minutes to an hour. Take it back out, use it as some dip, or put it like on a burrito or whatever, you know what I'm saying, a wrap. That will bang, bro. I can eat that stuff raw. I'm telling you, it's beautiful. Y'all should try that. But yeah, avocados and all of that, that's really good for you, for balancing out that cholesterol. Because like I said, one thing I want to add here is that cholesterol, like your body does a natural balancing effect when you have all of the necessary or required assets that you need within your body. Like the reason why we don't a lot of the times because we don't have these things, or we take pills that cover up symptoms and they cater to these. When we have things that come into our body as an exterior influence and it takes the job of one of the natural organs of our body no longer thinks it needs to do that, so it uses its energy in other places, and then that creates like radicalism. If you stop using it, that's what withdrawal is actually, your body having to adapt back to its normal functions that it has because you were so used to using something that was exterior from your natural environment. Seeds as well, you know what I'm saying? Pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, chia seeds, what other type of seeds? Sesame seeds, all type of seeds, y'all. Still cut oats, you know what I'm saying? All of these type of things help balance your cholesterol. So when you balance your system out, these things are going to naturally start balancing themselves out. You're going to naturally start producing the amount of testosterone. Testosterone. You naturally going to be producing the balanced amount of testosterone, or the required amount of testosterone or estrogen that your body needs when you are just taking the path and taking the actions to fill your body up with the necessary things that it needs to produce all of the minerals and have these things on standby, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's pretty much the video, y'all. And that's pretty much all the information I had here. If y'all like these type of informational videos, I was intrigued by this and I was like genuinely curious myself, and I was looking it up. I was doing some research for a couple of days. I was like, let me craft up a video about this. But let me know if y'all mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been out here just chilling and stuff. I'm already over here. Look at me. I'm on the laptop right now. I'm editing a video. I'm finna get it together for y'all. But I got some more videos coming out for y'all. Remember that, like, to keep loving yourself on your path. I know it can be hard to, like, experience sometimes some experiences in your path. It can be like, it can be attaching, or like you can get easily attached to the things that feel good when you only feel good a certain amount of time in your life. But learn to have balance between that, because that's what the universe is trying to teach you right now. You know what I'm saying? That's what your higher self is got you on the path of right now. So the more that you show you have balance, the more that you can take, the more that you can get. You know what I'm saying? So you should always take that into consideration with yourself. But beyond that, y'all keep loving yourselves and take care of yourselves. Be yourself and stand in your truth, and do whatever the fuck you feel like doing in this life dimension. Everybody gonna judge you for how you feel, but beyond that, it's just opinions. You know what I'm saying? And you are just an opinion at the end of the day as well. So remember that as well. But with all that being said, love y'all. Remember what y'all projecting out, because you ultimately gonna be experiencing it. If I already said that, then whatever. Love y'all. Remember, take care of yourselves.